What's up, good people? Chico with the Finch House Show. Got another crazy but 100% true story, man. What reminded me of this is the other day we was at a football game, my son's football game actually, and my daughter got bit by a bee. So, people were saying, how horrible it was and stuff like that. So I told the story, or actually my wife told the story of how I came in contact with some bees. I was in the backyard cutting grass, and it was a nest under the ground that I didn't know about. So when I ran over the nest, I felt a sting on my arm or something. And I figured it was like mosquito or ant or something like that. And a couple of minutes later, not even minutes, a couple of seconds later, I started feeling more stings. And I'm like, man, I done ran over an ant bed and blew all the ants in my face or something, man, because now these stings are starting to hit me right in the face and on my jaw and on the back of my neck and stuff like that. So I grabbed like this, and I grabbed a handful of bees. They were just caked on my face, and that freaked me out, man. So the only thing I know is, everybody, they go to flapping and, doing all type things like that, man. And I took off running, and we had a privacy fence in our backyard. So I tried to hit the privacy fence. Nah, wasn't happening, man. Them bees was hidden. I mean, they was on Red Bull, bro. I mean, they was on steroids, man. So my only other thought was to run in the house and get in the shower. I ran in the house. Ironically, my wife was already in the shower. So I kicked the door open, and I just snatched her out, man. I mean, I just snatched her out and jumped into the shower. So I think, man, just rinsing all the bees off, man, it was a level of bees in the tub, man, this thick, man. And I mean, they was just everywhere in the shower and stuff like that. So I was like, man, I'm all right, just a couple of stingers and stuff like that. I'm good. 5 minutes go by, I couldn't breathe. About 10 minutes go by, I'm starting to get lethargic and my head's starting to hurt. Plus, it's harder for me to breathe. So we jumped in the car and she rushed me to the emergency room and stuff like that. While I'm in the emergency room, the people ask, what's going on? We tell them. So the lady, she just looking at me strange, and she just staring at me. And I'm like, what? She was like, you got bees still stinging you in your face. And we done rolled all the way to the emergency room, and I ain't know I still had bees still on me. We get into the doctor's office, right? So when we get into the doctor's office, they immediately give me the shot, epinephrine. I think that's what it's called. They immediately just give it to me. You know what I'm saying? So the man, he took my shirt off, and he was like, whoa. And I was like, what you talking about? Whoa, what I mean, am I good? I'm gonna be all right or what? He was like, I've never seen this many bee stings before on one person. It's like, how did you walk in here? And I mean, when I went home, it was I sat in the doctor's office for 3 hours of them just picking stingers out of me, man, and just going through my hair and things of that nature there, man. They was all in my head. They just stung my scalp, my forehead, my face, my neck, my back, hands, everything, man. I was riddled with bee stings, and it wasn't 2 or 3 of them. It was a bunch of them, man. And he was like, I'm just gonna stop counting. He said, I'm at 60 right now. I'm gonna stop counting. And that was the stings on my back. So I survived it, and it's crazy, but it's 100% true.